Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Lauren Neidigh. A couple days ago, 60 Minutes Australia put out a video about the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni feud, what went on with the film, and now the court stuff. I was largely unimpressed with how much stuff they left out or just straight up got wrong. But they did have another person who actually worked on the film, her name's Talia Spencer, come on to kind of talk about her experience with Justin and her observations of what happened when they were filming. We're not going to watch too much of it, but let's get right into it.
In film, everybody's always vying for power and control. I think that this is probably the most intense situation I've ever been in film. He was one of the few directors I've worked for that was very kind and respectful.
Talia Spencer worked on the film. For her, any suggestion Baldoni behaved poorly couldn't be further from the man she knows and respects.
I got an email from Justin, and then he called me out of nowhere and pitched to me the vision of the film. And so immediately I bought in and was like, yeah, I'm here for it. Like, you seem like you care a lot about the vision of what we're trying to do here, and you're not in it for fame. So I was like, yeah, let's go. Let's build this film.
So between this person, the actor who's come out recently, Adam Monshine, and the therapist who actually knows Justin, who made an Instagram post, I think it was the end of last week, I see an unfortunate response to these things, which is basically people berating or shaming them for speaking up. I'm going to echo the same sentiment here for this woman that I did about the therapist post at the end of last week. She has every right to speak about her experience with this person that she actually knows. There's a disappointing number of comments that are like, well, you shouldn't speak. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. Okay, but neither do you. So I'd ask those people to kind of put themselves in her shoes. What if it was your son, your husband, your friend? Would you look to them and say, yeah, sorry, I can't say anything kind about you. Yeah, I can't set the record straight at all because some other women who have nothing to do with us were abused by some other men who have nothing to do with you, and people didn't believe the victims. So now you have to suffer in silence for it, even though you did nothing wrong. Does that sound right? I don't think it does. So these people have every right to speak on their experience with him, and yes, it does matter.
Give the allegations and the complaints against him.
In my opinion, I find it very hard to believe the allegations against him. And considering his mission statement about the film, and him genuinely pitching that he was doing this film to help young women, I just find it hard to believe the allegations, to be honest.
As a woman yourself, did you ever feel uncomfortable at all in your dealings with Justin?
No, not at all. I would say I felt more comfortable being around Justin than a lot of film directors in my...
And that matters too. People feel so entitled to what others can and can't do to stick up for people that they actually know and love. In these extreme overzealous attempts to protect women victims of abusers, they're actually forcing people who are wrongly accused to suffer in silence and in isolation. They try to use shame to force people like Talia not to speak out and not to correct their narrative. So when attempting to protect women by silencing others, you're actually hurting a lot more people. Not just the ones who are targeted with false accusations, but all of their loved ones and friends.
Contrary to Lively's claims, Talia has a very different take. All she saw was Baldoni being sidelined by the superstar, as Blake gradually took command over the production.
I feel like maybe Blake smelled his kindness, mistook it for weakness, and tried to take advantage and take power. So, yeah.
So you believe Blake Lively wrestled control of the film?
I think she tried to, yes.
Did she succeed in the end?
Probably, yeah. I think that there was a massive compromise in terms of Justin's original vision for the film.
What the actor wants, she typically gets. And the studio, Sony, seemed happy to oblige. Talia Spencer, a concept artist, hopes the director and star remember why they made the film in the first place.
It must be really, really hard to be on the other end of that conflict. To work so hard, to be so proud of something, to really feel like you were doing something important, only to have it completely overshadowed by these assholes who took over production of a film that was meant to be meaningful and powerful and turned it into grab your florals, we're going to file a CRD complaint. For no real reason.
I think in film, we always want our work to have a meaningful impact. And a lot of us in film do it because we care. And to see it be overtaken by this was definitely a little bit sad.
What would you want to see happen right now?
It'd be nice if everybody could put their swords down, and acknowledge their part in it and get along, but we don't really live in that world, right? It's a little too late for that. So I hope that the truth comes out, you know. I hope that the innocent parties are proven as innocent and we move on.
All right, and that short bit of the video we just watched came from the Team Justin Baldoni subreddit. I just want to say one more time, this is yet another reason I feel like it's so important to try to spread the message that they were trying to spread, which is raising awareness and empowering people who have been through abuse, violence, who have had the kinds of experiences that Justin Baldoni was trying to portray in this film. As much as I like to sit here and kind of dissect the court stuff with you guys, this is another thing I really want to be working on. So thank you to those of you who have sent in your voice clips. I know this was a little bit delayed. The video will be coming out tomorrow. It'll be the third one in this series. If you still want to send in your voice clips of support, you can, because I'm going to be making at least a few more of these. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, then I'll link a video below in the comments that will show you a short kind of sample of what I've been working on. All right, that's it for this morning. I will see you guys very soon.